Hello and welcome to my latest weekly video news from Madison's. Well, what a week or so it has been. Of course, we had the budget last week and I was interested to see how that affected what we see here at the cutting face of property markets, sales and lettings. Interesting, actually. I mean, obviously one of the big things was the extra stamp duty hike. I only had 2 deals come to me for a renegotiation. One of those, before I'd even had a chance to speak to my seller, changed their mind and said, actually, no, this doesn't feel right. It doesn't sit right. It's not your seller's fault that I've got to pay this extra stamp duty. So that was a conversation that never even had to actually take place, following a little bit of a back and forth. And then the other one, understood and agreed that, yes, they shouldn't have to, the seller shouldn't have to pay the extra stamp duty. So I've only had 2 deals out of my many ongoing deals that actually came for a renegotiation on price. And we haven't seen masses of our landlords saying, can we sell our property? Got a few, but it's probably totally in line with normal. So, of course, let's see what happens with the budget. Let's see how that rolls forward. The big talk of today, I'm recording this on Thursday today because I've had a busy week. On Tuesday, let's just quickly mention that here now. I went up to the EA Masters Awards up in Battersea, and delighted to say that Madison's is a gold agent again, classed in the exceptional category, which means when it comes to sales and lettings, we just do things better, quicker, faster, all the rest of it. So on average, what does it mean to be a gold agent? We will secure on average £5,500 per property for our sellers. We will sell 138% times quicker than a non-gold agent. And we have a 51% better chance of selling a property than another agent. We also achieve on average a 4.4 out of 5 on Google views. We're actually 5 out of 5, just to say that there. But yeah, it's hard factual evidence that makes someone a gold agent. You haven't had to enter with an application process. It's open to every single agent across the country is rated in it, whether they like it or not. You don't pay to enter. It's like a Michelin guide of a state agency. So yeah, James and I headed up to that on Tuesday, which is one of my vlogs today. And so I just want to say a huge thank you to my team, because the results we get are absolutely 100% down to them and the passion they have in the Madison's brand and delivering what we look to achieve, which is a very different, more focused, friendly, caring and effective way of selling properties. Anyway, spiel over. That's why I'm doing my vlog today, Thursday. And of course, today, the Monetary Policy Committee of the Bank of England are meeting. So probably when you see this, you will know that base rate has been cut from 5% to 4.75. I am 99.9% certain that will happen. Reuters did a poll of 72 economists in the last week of October, and all 72 said they thought base rate was going to cut. Why is that? Well, inflation is sitting at 1.7%, so it's sitting below that 2% target. And so it's the obvious thing is the time has now come to cut base rates. Lenders have been banking that in for quite some time. So you won't expect to see huge differences on mortgages because they've been expecting this cut for quite some time. So yes, let's see what that happens. And of course, that's probably distracting, along with the budget of last week, from the results of the American election. What can we say? I think it was always going to be a close call. I wasn't certain at all whether Harris was going to do it. So yes. What will it mean for the UK property market that we have Donald Trump as the president-elect at the moment over in America? Because of the budget and what's going on in the mortgage market, I think will be fine. I think the biggest factor, obviously, the concern about Trump is his extreme unpredictability. Middle East conflict, he loves to be a deal maker. He's got a lot of respect for Putin. So what will happen with Ukraine? Will that affect inflation? 9% of the inflation that we saw, the big high inflation last year, was initially because of the war in Ukraine, because so much is produced there. That's probably all washed out now. So inflation, it's kind of the effect from Ukraine being in a war is probably washed through. So yeah, but unpredictability, Middle East conflict. The dollar actually strengthened. I don't know if you saw that, strengthened after the result. because no market, as ever, I bang on about this so much, but no market likes uncertainty. So dollar actually strengthened. Trump wants dollar to weaken. Interesting. He wants to encourage investment into his country. And if that does happen, it'll be interesting to see how that kind of non-dom, which obviously will be looked at by Labour as well, international investment into the UK happens. If dollar stays strong, then you would expect quite a bit of overseas investment from anybody holding dollars. They will want to come and invest in sterling and maybe in our property market, but aware that Labour have their beady eye on that and making that difference. So who knows? Who knows? We live in a wild west of a society, don't we? You can probably tell I'm slightly lost for words over the whole situation. Looking at my notes, what am I going to talk about now? I know. Right. Good piece of news to end on. Savills came out with a piece of result. They think prices are going to go up by 23% over the next 5 years. That's great, isn't it? That's good for us all. Well, for us estate agents, about 2% some years, rising to 5% in some. Get on the property ladder. It looks like it might be the gift that keeps on giving again soon, and creates a lot of confidence in the economy, which makes things boom again. So yeah, the housing market directly related to that. What else can I talk about? Okay, so we've bought a lovely property, Lion Gate, over in Crowborough. It's on a beautiful private road, High Brooms Road, really lovely private road. It sits at the end of it, stunning views, built on what was a double plot, so 2 acres of gorgeous grounds, lovely views over the Ashdown Forest and the South Downs. Big house, honour to guide of 2.5 million. It's lovely, lovely, lovely home. Do give us a call if you want to have a chat about that. And I will be very focused this week on getting ready for my big reveal window this time next week on Thursday the 14th. The town is going to be opening up for Christmas. There's fireworks, there's all sorts going on. So do look out for that from Tunbridge Wells Together. It looks like a great event. I hope you have a great week. I will keep you posted as always with things as they evolve. And yeah, look forward to seeing you next week. Bye-bye.